Uh, okay, so what I wanted to show you, I've tried yesterday to hi. So I've tried yesterday to prove myself that it actually works, to print it out again and again, and I just want to show you the differences. So this is a simple paper A4 in the dimensions, and I only was able to find a Bristol a 80 a, a 80 LB, probably 4 or 5 times thicker than a normal paper, um, just like a Bristol paper, and this is supposed to work just better, but it's not A4, it's a leather, and it is supposed to be printed on an A4 paper and borderless. I mean, you don't need to, when you print it, it doesn't need to be set like fit to page or shrink it or something like this. It should be able to be printed as a borderless printing, which means that it should be printed out uh, until the edges of the paper, but I don't know if some printers can support this, but whatever. Anyway, even if it is a little bit smaller in this way, you can still cut it and use it as it is in the same way. So as you can see, it needs to be duplex printing because you need to print it on both of the sides, on the both sides, and you can see that the difference between normal paper, that it's fold down, it doesn't hold easily, and when I'm using this one, it's much stronger. So, and also it was hard to cut it yesterday because it's very fragile, and to cut this with scissors is going to be much easier. And this is what I've tried yesterday with a normal paper A4, and this is what I was able to build. Okay, and I'm gonna do it right now to show you and to guide you how you should do it step by step. So don't put in your printer a normal paper and a Bristol paper because it's interfere with the ability to for the printer to take a paper into itself and to print it out, because it accidentally took 2 papers at once and printed it like this, and then it switched to the other side and printed it in this way. So yeah, you shouldn't put normal paper and thick paper at the same time. So one paper I need to throw away, and now I'm gonna show you how to build this. So I need the scissors. So here are the scissors, and you also need a sharp knife because there are some areas in different models that you need to cut an inner cut and not in the surroundings. So it's much more difficult or even impossible to do it with scissors, and you need a very sharp knife to do so. And of course you need the book itself to guide you what you should do step by step. So the colors are different because I'm using the colors from probably the Italian edition, I don't remember, but at the end of the day it's just a different color. So I'm trying to build, I'm sorry, not to build, to fold the sprinter. So I need to go to the Sprinter, Skyhawk, no, this is the last one here, Sprinter. So this is will be opened like this, and now I'm going to start to cut it, and I need to be very careful and do it very precisely. So here you need to do it by scissors, but here I prefer to do a very straight lines. So with scissors you can do straight enough, but not perfect. So what I am going to do, I don't want to damage my table, so I'm putting a cardboard underneath. I'm taking this very sharp knife and a ruler. It will be much quicker and much more accurate. And I'm going to place it exactly on the boundary. Hold it together. If you hold it only like this, then this thing can go up. So you need to hold it firmly all the way through, because otherwise, if you hold it like this and you cut it from here, then it can go up or move a little bit, and the knife can cut a little bit deeper. So you need to put the ruler exactly the way that it should be, then to hold it tight firmly and to cut. Sometimes one go won't be enough. And I need another one, but there. So let's do another. That's it. Okay. Very good. Now this, if I would have used the original paper, I don't want to use the original physical copy of those airplanes, because for preservation purposes, so I'm only using those copies. So with the original copy, or by printing it in a borderless printing, not just like I did, I wouldn't have to do this step. But yeah, this is when you don't have the choice and you cannot do it borderless. But either way, for kids and for anyone, it can be fun activity. You need a little bit patience. Patience is always a good virtue, so you take your mind at ease and you completely focused on this task, so it's very nice. I thought it was very sharp, but not enough. Okay, now here I don't need this anymore, because I need a different way to cut it, because now I need to be accurate. I don't mean by being straight, but I need to cut through all of those very little intricate details. So I'm also hoping that you are that you can see what I'm doing. So I don't want to cover with my hands, that you will be able to see what I'm doing. Yes, this is much easier, because when you try to cut it with scissors, and this is a thick paper, it pushing you back, it holds all together. But when I've tried yesterday with another paper, it was so fragile, so by a little bit, pushing the scissors just a little bit, it was already good enough to be able to cut it. And then I could basically accidentally cut too deep. Here the paper holds much better, so I need to use a little bit more muscle to work with the scissors. So as you can see, so whatever, if you think of using a knife or scissors, do what you think is easier and best. This is what I'm doing basically. Okay, I got red. I'm out of this ridiculous corner. Now this. Okay. This is one. So it takes time to build this kind of an airplane. Discipline, you need patience, you need to be accurate, precise, but it's a very fun activity. It can give you a lot of imagination. You can work with your hand by gaining better control, to have more intricate hands. So it can work immensely on your skills. Yeah, there are many good things that I can say about it. It's hard to see, even if it is a 4K video, what I just did. So when I finish it, I'm going to take it closer to the camera, that you will be able to see the fact that this plane has a lot of intricate details, very small, define a lot of, so you need to be basically very precise when you cut it, because there is a little bit of a leeway, because if it is 1 millimeter more or less, it's gonna be fine. It won't interfere with the ability to this plane to fly properly. Aerodynamic, I mean. But yeah, you don't wanna make more than 1 millimeter or maybe 2 of an error. Okay. Now this almost final step. So now I'm going to hold it from here, which is not easy. But I don't see any other choice. Alright, and this final step, as you can see, I'm moving in closer. As you can see, there is a little bit of tongue here. I need to get rid of this last final white little bit of background. So basically is to cut it. Like this. That's it. This is how it's supposed to be. Wait a minute. Alright. So this is done. Now let's collect. This is sharp, so keep it safe from housekeeping. Let's put it, take it to the trash. Okay. So now you have the plane, and now you can see that there is the wait a minute, I can try to put it all here. So wait a minute. So okay, so as you can see, this is the initial state. Then I got rid of all of the white background, and this is the finished product. Now upside down, need to hold it. Okay, so now we can start basically to do it. Now as you can see, there are those lines that gives you a direction how to fold, but sorry, one final step that I forgot to do. I've used the scissors, right, basically to cut it, but as you can see, there is this little line. I will move it closer. You can see this line, inner line. You need to cut it open, because this is gonna be a window for this area. You will be able to see it later on. Okay. Now I'm finished. I'm finished with the cutting. And I'm gonna start to fold it as it. So let's put all of this on the side now. All right. Now you can do it like this, basically, and it can be very good. But to make it a straight fold, it's better to put a ruler exactly on the line, and then to make the fold. And then once you only do you did an initial fold, instead of doing from here all the way through like the all 180 degrees, you just do a little bit, you pinch it a little bit, and then it gives you an initial folding, and then from there you can take this ruler out and continue the folding all the way through. So the first you need to put this paper when the colorized sizing is on top. So I need to put it like this, and here is a straight line, so let's fold it. Exactly on the line, hold it firmly, do an initial folding like this, and once you did this, this is what it looks like, initial folding. And now you can just pinch it all the way through, because you already created a initial folding. So now you know it's precise. As you can see, this is really was in the middle, because this exactly covers the other side, so it's perfect. So now I can do it more firmly. Okay, now they want me to open it and to flip it, and I have those things in the corner I need to fold, and to fold it diagonal according to this diagonal A lines, these A lines. So first I will start with those. I prefer to put it in here. Like this. It moved a little bit, wait a minute. One. Two, okay. I can maybe great. And now according to those A lines. Yeah. So A line number 1, A line number 2. Usually in most of the origamis and paper folding, as much as I know, it's very balanced. So everything that you gonna do one side, you always gonna do on the other side as well, like a mirroring. Um, it's happening in a lot of different kind of models. Either if it is a plane, or you trying to build a frog, praying mantis, or box, or any other kind of object. It's usually a balanced, if you will, balanced folding. So this is one, and then I'm reading it in Hebrew. Fold inward according to the central line. Do I need to so I need to like this, and then as you can see there is the B line, so here is the B, so I need to hold it like this, and now the B line. So as you can see, the B line is now perfectly on the middle. So now I need to use the ruler again. Like this. It's not a perfect. There is an error in 1 or more millimeters, but all in all it's quite okay. Now to do the same thing in here. So it's not exactly according to the line, but a millimeter off. Okay. Now is going to be the more problematic, because it could be, as you can see, according to this, there is D line, which is basically what they mean is this is E and C lines, and you need to fold it like this. So you kind of make it two triangles. You pinch it like this in a way. So what it means that I need to take this inward, not easy. This is a much shorter line, so I don't need a ruler anymore. So like this, the C line inward, and I'm trying to take all of those 4 steps and to do it in one time to save me time, and it will going to be easier for me. So now the C is pinched inward, and then this is going to be folded like this outward, and this again inward. So now, as you can see, now this line, the D line, when I'm folding it like this, now it becomes straight from diagonal to parallel to this. So now according to this parallel line, I'm folding it downwards, and at the same time I'm using a triangle folding according to the E lines. the same go in the other side. Good. Now I don't remember, I need to put it like this, I believe so, but basically this is here and this is supposed to be, I think that the D lines like this. Wait a minute, what is, yeah, forgot this step, what I need to do right now. The D line like this. Wait a minute. What is the problem basically? What I did wrong? No, I don't think I did wrong. Yes, this is the way to go. It's not very easy, so the D line goes according to here. See the D line according to the wing. This is going to be folded. Yeah. So like this, there is some kind of a few millimeters imperfection, but okay. Okay, finally. Now, like this, or I think it's supposed to be like this, basically. Wait a minute. I think that they are supposed to be upward and not downward. Maybe it's a mistake here, I don't know. I understand. Maybe I understand, I don't know. Anyway, I need to flip it here and do according to this, which is basically what I folded at the beginning, like this. Yeah. And now there is this edge line. So another time to use the ruler, because it's a much bigger line, much longer, and you want to need to be precise. And also this is this is going to be the wing. So yeah, you want this, that the airplane will be balanced. If this is 10 centimeters, so this is supposed to be also 10 centimeters. If you fold it in this in one way, you should do the same thing in here. Is it easy? Is it precise? No, but it needs to be close enough. Okay. So you see, basically the two wings are very close to each other, but there is some kind of imperfections here. This is a little bit bigger, this is not. It's supposed to be more like here. Maybe I can force it to be more in better alignment. So yeah, it's not a perfect, but it's should be close enough. Okay, now a minute. Or maybe it is supposed to be like this. I'm not sure. Anyway, we will deal with this last part later on. Now it needs to be firmly. Okay, this is firm. Na na na. And you can do basically what does it tells me that I need to basically maybe still do this somehow, but to what exactly? I believe that I need to fold this backward like this. Not sure. Now it breaks apart. Yes, it's too damn thick right now. For the sake of it, let's keep it right here for now. Maybe I will read out in the other edition what I'm supposed to do here. Now, according to the G, so this is what I meant. I need to basically do this. Now it's folded like this, and here there are those G lines that needs to be inward. Like this. And now I'm gonna show you why I cut this the way that I did before. So it needs to be upward, right? Yes, according to the white. Yes, so I need to take this like this. Too much. Now, so it was like this, and then I fold it inward, and now it can be inserted inside this cutted line that I've cut it before. It's not easy to pull it through this. Yes, succeeded. Now you need to go inside and somehow to open those things. As you can see, now here it's inside, and I opened it, so now it's holding. And this is basically the airplane. I mean, I am finished. The only thing that's left for me to find out, one thing that they say to me here, that if I'm going to take this and I'm gonna fold it a little bit like this, upward. As you can see, this is a little bit upward and here downward. So, wait a minute. Something like this. These two things, this downward and this upward, is supposed to be better flown right now because of it. Anyway, now let's open another edition. And to see what they actually meant, but in a different language. Because I don't understand what the hell is it. Retracted nose, so or retract it. Put sprinter on its back and fold the points inward as shown as the arrow. Interesting. So this, I not exactly understand it. Lay the points down onto the tip. Down. Now flip sprinter over, violet side up. Bend back tip exactly onto keel fold. Bend back. So I think that what it means is that I need to bend this thing like this according to this line. And now this. So this is what they meant. I didn't do this step yesterday with the paper, with the normal paper, so now I'm using this one instead. So interesting. I understand it better in English than in Hebrew. I don't know, understand. I'm not sure why, but here it's better understood. Go there for. Wait a minute. Something heavy. No. Let's take this. Relax, okay? Good. As you can see, now the area here is so thick. But yeah, this is just the way it is. Okay, and what they're telling me that I can basically fold it inward, and that the nose won't be pointed but straight, right? Retracted the nose, yeah. So this is already did. So yeah, basically this model is finished, as you can see. And now you can throw it and check this flight. And now each model, each airplane flight differently. It can be either more accurate or quicker, or have a better suspension. I mean that it can stay in the air for longer times. So each airplane have a pros and cons in matter of its ability to fly and how to fly. So this is the Sprinter model, and of course beyond the Sprinter model, as you can see, it starts with the trainer, then a super glider and looping. This is what I just did, Sprinter, and lastly Skyhook. It's not a hawk, it's not like the bird Skyhawk, but it's a hook. I don't know what it is being called, Skyhook, but okay. And there is another one at the end of it that's called Tricky, that also it's much smaller, as you can see. Much easier to cut it out of the white background, and to much fewer steps to that you need to fold it, because it's only this is being folded like a snail, like a loop, and then you just put a little bit of a glue to hold it together, or a tape, and you fold it here on the middle, and then little bit here in the wings, that those areas give the direction if this airplane is going to fly straight or left or right, or maybe it will be like a twister, it will do a lot of circles. So this is how we control the directions. So this is very simple if you're comparing to those models. So as you can see, I've built the purple one, the Sprinter, but there is the trainer, which is red, the super glider, at least in this edition, blue, looping yellow, Sprinter in here it's green, but here it's purple, or at least according to what it's being written there, it's violet. Either way, violet, purple, violet, the same word basically. So it's here it's green, this is violet, purple, whatever you want to call it, and the Skyhook is orange. So yeah, this is basically it. I will try to make a additional video to put my cell phone on the rooftop of the building, or on the first, second floor, and I will try to mount my cell phone also like a 50 meters away from me, and then I will throw it away, and I hope that you will be able to see this because I'm going to try to shoot it at 4K and in high frame rate, and I hope it will be visible to see its flight through. I haven't decided yet if it's going to be first, second or third floor, how should I throw it, in what direction, and so on and so forth. So this is going to be in the next video that I'm going to do eventually at some point. But this is basically a video that shows you how to fold at least one of those, and little bit of directions and points, like you should use scissors, you should also a sharp knife, also a ruler to help you better to fold those long lines. You should do it with the manual carefully, because it needs to be precise. Also here there are those two things that give you a better control and better of when you're going to throw this plane, if it's going to fly straight, right, left, and different kind of other maneuvers. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and also you might be able to use those rear ones as well to give you better ability to control different aspects of the flight. So yeah, this is basically it. So I hope you enjoy my video, and hopefully I will see you on the next video after I will find a way to throw it away from a certain height, and at the same time be able to put my cell phone to mount it in a place that it will be able to record me doing this kind of an activity. And it will be at least at 4K that it will be visible maybe from far distance, because it's not very big. So bye bye.